Welcome back viewers. In today's video we are going to check out the Ubuntu Kinetic Kudu 22.10 release. So let us start. I have opened up the Kinetic Kudu release notes from the Discourse Ubuntu website. So let us check out the changes in the Kinetic Kudu, and then we will directly go over to the Kinetic Kudu virtual machine to check out the actual changes in the system. So first we will check out the updated packages. So the Linux kernel has been updated to 5.19 version. So here you can see the changes in the 5.19 kernel. There is a new Futex wait wave system call. Then there is support in task scheduler for the CPU clusters that share L2 and L3 caches. Spreading the task between the clusters will bring more memory bandwidth and decrease the cache contention. Support for Intel AMX instructions. Core support that makes the compiled BPF programs more portable. A faster random number generator. Entropy extractor switch from SHA1 to Blake 2S. Support for proactive reclaim in memory control groups. Support for Intel Trusted Domain Extensions, that is TDX. The init system has been updated to system version 251.4. You can view the changelog here. It is a detailed changelog. There has been toolchain upgrades. The debug info daemon support has been provided. You can refer the Ubuntu server guide on the debug info D. Then there is security improvements to the app armor. The base system has been changed to NetPlan version 0.105 for the VXLAN, VRF and the InfiniBand devices. Ubuntu desktop has a new audio server which is Pipewire instead of the Pulse audio. The default image apps are now support the .webp format. GNOME has been updated to the latest release, that is GNOME 43. You can check out the GNOME 43 here using this link. Many apps have been converted to GTK4 and the libadwaita for improved performance and upgraded style. The default file manager's Nautilus has been switched to GTK4. The Nautilus extensions API has changed, which breaks all the Nautilus extensions that have not been upgraded for the new release. The default text editor is now GNOME text editor. gedit is still available for install. The default terminal app is GNOME Terminal, but the GNOME console is available for install. The To-Do app is no longer installed by default. It is still available for install but has been renamed to Endeavour. GNOME Books apps is no longer available. The recommended replacement app is Foliate. Following applications are updated. Firefox is now version 106, LibreOffice is version 7.4 and Thunderbird is version 102. Updated subsystems like BlueZ is updated to 5.65. CUPS, that is the printer manager, is 2.4. Network manager is 1.4. Mesa, that is the graphics library, is 22 version. Pipewire is 0.3.58. Poplar is 22.08. Pulse audio is 16. XDG-desktop-portal is 1.15 and the Noto font series emoji is updated to Unicode 15. And there are some updates to the Ubuntu server as well. So I will not go into the server because mostly we are focusing on the desktop for the users or the end users. So I will not go through that. But soon maybe we can start reviewing servers also on our channel, but that will come at a later stage because I will require certain hardware, server level hardware, to do the test. So I will now jump over to the actual machine. So I have already installed the Ubuntu 22.10 virtual machine. So here in the languages we have got English US and the English India. I will go with English India. Let us input the password and straight away login. So this is the Kinetic Kudu screen. I think there is some issue. No, now the display is okay. Resolution has properly rescaled. So this is the first boot in experience. So here it is offering to connect to online account. So I will skip this step. Then it is asking to send system info to Canonical. It's okay with me. Privacy allows applications to determine your geographical location. It is okay for me. And it offers some apps to install like Code, Zoom client, Spotify, Slack, Plex Media Server, Discord, Git Kraken, OBS. So I will skip this and I will press the done button. So this is the desktop of Kinetic Kudu. So here you can see one thing, you can see everything is looking more flat. So since many of the applications and everything has been updated to GTK4, you can see the whole desktop looks more flatter than what it was in 20.04 or the 22.04. So there is definitely improvements in the graphics section. And I can see if you slide the icon also, you will feel it is quite light and responsive. And the panel is there on the left side. So all the suspects are there like the Microsoft, this Firefox, Thunderbird Mail, Nautilus File Manager, of LibreOffice Writer, Ubuntu Software Help, Software Updater, and the trash. So all the suspected, all the usual suspects are there. And now I will close this software updater. So let us see what is there in the updates. So there is even small update for the Ubuntu base. Let us do the install. Never mind. Okay, so at the top you have got activities, the application that is running in the foreground. You have got this calendar and the notifications area. Okay, then this is the language selection. This is the network manager, volume manager. So you got the small link manager, and there are pills for the wired connections, dark mode, and the balance power mode. So right now it is in balanced. So I think only two power modes are there, and this is the dark mode. Let us click and yes. So the dark mode pill is working, and you can lock your desktop from here. And this opens up the settings menu. Okay, so I will restart it later. Now let us go over to the applications. So here you can see additional drivers are there. The solitaire game is there, calendar is there, language is there, videos is there, the LibreOffice suite is there, calculator is there, LibreOffice draw is there. Okay, document scanner is there, LibreOffice Impress, settings, system monitor, terminal, LibreOffice starter center. So I will have to check this out. Let us check it out later. Now the utilities are there. So usual utility apps are there like advanced network configuration, disk usage analyzer, Deja Do backups, disk, Gdisk is there, image viewer, document viewer, then image archive manager, passwords and keys, logs are there, genome logs, characters, and the fonts is there. So I will close this. At the bottom, the Mahjong, Mines, Power Statistics, Cheese, Remina, Rhythm Box, Shotwell, and software and updates is there. Software updater, startup application, startup disk creator, Sudoku is there, text editor. I think let us check it out. The text editor, which version is that? Or okay, so now this is the Gnome editor is there. So the gedit has been removed. So you can use this, and if you want, you can install the gedit using the software store. Transmission is there. So now let us open the LibreOffice starter. You can see there is a definite improvement in the launching times of the Office these applications on Ubuntu. Earlier, the Snap applications used to take a lot time to start, but this LibreOffice started up quite quick. So let us open the help. So the version should be 7.4. Yes, it is 7.4.2.3. So it is the latest version for the LibreOffice. Okay, Firefox is running. Okay, so now Firefox has also started. Let us go over to help and check out. So the version is 106. So it is as what is given in the release notes. So I will close this also. So we will close this. So all the things are like before, only the versions have been upgraded. So I will close this. Now let us open again the Firefox. Let us see how much time it takes. Because the users were complaining about the launch time and the working of Firefox. It was very slow. It was very slow, and after you use Ubuntu for a certain amount of time, the system used to get very slow. But I think right now it is all okay. So I will open up some time jobs. Let us open up time jobs. Let us see what happens. I will try to open up around 10 tabs. Let us see if the Mozilla for Firefox is able to match the performance, is able to properly render the web pages in time. I think right now it is working quite fine. Immediately the web pages and everything is loaded. You can see the performance. It is not the best, but it is definitely improved from the last LTS version. So 3, 3, 6, 7 tabs have been opened up. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 6, 6 and 4, 10, 11 tabs have been opened. The 11th tab I am going to now open further something. 11, I will open up 12 tabs. Let me go over to something heavy. Let us open CNN. So I don't see any issue right now. Let us try to minimize and maximize. Yes, there is a definite improvement in the way Mozilla Firefox is behaving. It is more snappy now compared to the last two versions of LTS Ubuntu releases. Let us try to do a yes, resize it, because resizing also sometimes take time. It is quite proper. You can see here web page is properly resizing also. So I think there is a definite improvement in the graphics, looks, as well as the working or the functioning of the Ubuntu 22.10 kinetic kudu release. Now let us keep this open. I will not close this. Let it run in the background. Let us check the system monitor and check out the memory usage. So we will get a good idea how much Firefox is using the memory. If you see here, Firefox is using 257.3 MB for the I think 11 or 12 tabs that are open. So this is good enough. It is not that bloated. And now what we will do is we will just keep opening some apps. Like let us open the Nautilus file manager. Let us see what happens. So now it is taking some time, but it is definite improvement. This is also slight improvement is there over the older Nautilus. Then let us open the Ubuntu software. Let us see what happens. We will keep monitoring the memory usage. Let us check out the resource. So 3 GB is already used by the system. CPU usage is hovering between 9 to 33%, and now it has come down. This high memory usage is attributed to the repos that are syncing in background. So I've just opened the Ubuntu software. So Ubuntu software catalog is getting downloaded. That's why the memory usage has started gone up. It will come down once all the updates are done. Let us see how much time the software catalog takes to getting downloaded and then updated in the system. Let us open Thunderbird also. So typically, typical user will use at least 5 or 6 tabs. He will have his Thunderbird email open, and 1 or 2 other applications will be open. So around 4 or 5 applications should be open on the desktop, and then you have to check the memory usage and the working of the desktop. And then what we will do is I will let us open the console also. Let us check the memory usage. So 3.2 GB of memory is used and 206 MB of swap. The CPU usage is now better, hovering between 10 to 20%. Earlier it had gone up to 32%. List. It will show the list of Snap applications. So the nodes is Snap, Base, Core 20, Firefox is Snap, Gnome itself is installed as a Snap, GTK common themes, the store is also Snap, Snapd daemon is Snap, and Snap desktop integration is also Snap. So we already opened the Gnome is already working, the Snap store is there, and the Firefox is Snap. Rest all other applications are non-Snap. And when you try to install the application in the software center, always choose the non-swap snap application. So you have to go in the application selector and then select the non-swap applications. For example, I will show you. Let us try to, okay, I will go in exploration. Now let us try to install the, say, let us try to install boxes. So click on this. We'll keep on monitoring the memory usage. 3.2 GB is constant. Swap has now gone up to 316. CPU usage is hovering around 7 to 10%, 25%, 15% on one core. Now it has again come down. Yes. So now what we will do is I will again minimize this. So Gnome boxes, I think it should work. So when you try to install, do not install this snap. If you find the snap is annoying, it is slowing down, don't install this. You go here in Ubuntu Kinetic Universe, that will install the Debian package. So Debian package will be always better, you will get always good performance. And meanwhile, I think in 1 or 2 versions of the Ubuntu releases, the snap issue will be solved and you will have a better working snap applications. Then you can again start using the snap, which is default in Ubuntu. So here you can see you have to install like this. Don't use any of the snap applications. There are, I think, two latest. One is a stable candidate, one is the latest candidate, and there is a testing or the edge candidate. So this is almost testing level candidate. So you don't use this. Go for this .deb packages. Okay, so I will close this now. Do not install this. Let us, okay, what we can do is we can check out the installation speed also. Let us see how much time it takes to install. Let us check the memory usage. Memory usage is now constant, 3.2 GB. Let us check out the processes. Firefox is now using lesser memory, 202 190 MB. It is between that. Okay. Snap Store is using 203 MB. Thunderbird is using 163.8 MB. So that is all typical memory usage, nothing wrong in that. I think definitely this is an improvement over the earlier two LTS versions and even the earlier rolling release version 20.10. So installation is still not done. It is, I think some preparation is going on because we had newly launched this software center, that is the Snap Store. So it will take some time because it is syncing the repos in the background. Let us try to open further more applications. Let us see, let us stress the system. Let us open Rhythm Box. Let us see what happens. Let us open another application. Let us open, let us see, let us open transmission. See, let us what happens. Now check on the memory usage. So the RAM is still 3.2 GB occupied. Swap has increased almost 100 MB. Okay, you have to agree to this. Rhythm box is also open. Now let us go and check out the resource usage. CPU usage is now hovering between 4 to 13%. CPU usage has come down quite good. Let us check out the file systems. So the root partition, 12.2 GB of root partition has been used up. Total root partition was 25.7 GB. So 50% has been used up by the system installation. It is a fresh system installation. There are no extra applications except the GNOME boxes that we are trying to install. CPU usage is now hovering between 12 to 29%. Now let us check out the processes again. Snap is now just using 6.2 MB. Snap Store is using 203. It is stable. Thunderbird is 167 MB. Then what are the other applications? So the Wayland, X Wayland is using 3.2 MB. Where are the applications gone? Yes, Rhythm Box is using 41.7 MB. Where is transmission? Let us search for transmission. Yes, transmission is using 12.8 MB. So I think everything is good. System is stable. Memory usage has now decreased by 100 MB. Swap usage has increased to 533 MB. So now let us check out if the installation is done. Still the installation is not done. So you can see it is a fresh, I think some installation is going on in background. Let us check out the updates. So there is nothing to update, then why the installation is going so slow? Okay, now it has started installing. So we wait for the installation to complete and then I will stop the video because now we are knowing that the Kinetic Kudu release by Ubuntu is perfect. It is a definite improvement over the last two LTS versions as well as the last rolling release version. That was I think 20.10 or I think 21.10 or 20.10. So everything is perfect and it is improving. The snap performance is improving and maybe in the next or next to next rolling release it will be perfected and the next LTS release will bring good news for the snap users and people will stop say crying that their system is not performing when they are installing Ubuntu on their systems. So that issue will be solved in the next 1 to 2 releases. So it is a definite improvement. So the installation has been done. I will close all the applications one by one. Let us see what happens to the memory usage. Yes, and one thing is there. Let us try this uname. So here you can see the kernel version is 5.19.0-23 generic. It is a preempt dynamic kernel. Okay, so I think yes, snap list is okay. Okay, then I think nothing more to be seen. Everything is fine. Yes, wallpapers. If you want, let us go and check over the wallpapers, and then I will stop it. Settings and wallpaper we will check. Now let us go over to the appearance side. Okay, so you got some wallpapers are there. Right now the default is the dark style. You have got the orange color as the default accent color. In the background you have got some wallpapers. I will let us try to change the wallpaper. This looks good. In fact I like this. What I will do is I will go and change the desktop settings. Panel mode should be there. I will just close the personal folder. Yes, this also looks good. Or if you want, let us try this one. This also looks good. I think this will be the best. Yes, this one is very good. And this is the default Ubuntu. This one is also nice. Very nice. This one is also refreshing. So this is it. And then let us go over to the about section. Ubuntu 22.10 64-bit GNOME version not available. So it is not showing the GNOME version, but it is 43. Virtualization is KVM and software updates windowing system variant. So now what they have done is most of the applications are now in GTK4. Earlier in the last LTS release, some applications were GNOME 41, some were 42, some were even 40. So it was a mixed match of applications with different GNOME versions. So that was creating a scattered look. The GUI was looking scattered, but now here in this kinetic code you can see everything is looking fine. So most of the applications have now ported to 43 and GTK4. Earlier some were applications were GTK4, some were applications were GTK3. So the look was not cohesive. Now the look is getting more and more cohesive. So I think with this I will stop the video here. The Kinetic Kudu release is in the right direction, and we appreciate the work of developers, and hope that in the next 1 to 2 releases the snap nightmare will go away and users will again start liking and using Ubuntu. See you in the next video. Bye.